Hello and welcome back, guys. So now in this video we are supposed to fix this thing. It's very small, right? So let me just fix it right away. So all we need to do, we need to write style tag, or else we can give a class name to it, and give canvas new and grab the class name, go to styles.js and write this thing and increase the height to 500 pixels. So I guess that will actually fix a lot of things. If it doesn't, we will just use the okay. So now this was one way of doing it, but it doesn't support now. So before it used to support this thing. So now I'm gonna write style. Right, I'm directly gonna hit the height as 500 pixels. So now as you guys can see, this thing will automatically span and it will increase the value of this thing. So now it's all about centering this value. Okay, so let me just quickly center it up. So I'm gonna write, let me just write deflex justify content, justify content center, align items, enter. Okay, that really did not fix it. So we will just copy this whole section and maybe paste it over here. Okay, that should basically do this thing that I needed. Alright, so let me just get back to this and I'm gonna write, yeah, deflex, display flex and justify content center. That will basically center the text horizontally, and I'm gonna write align item center. Alright, so this will basically give me this output. Alright, looks really good. So yeah, guys, we are sorted with the landing page that we wanted to create. I guess we have finished this part. It was very easy. Let me just quickly recap everything. So 3JS is React 3 Fiber is very powerful, guys. Normally, if you had to do this thing with normal HTML and CSS, it will take about 4 or 5 hours to just create the right hand side part. So now I'm gonna quickly recap everything that we have learned in this particular section. So now we just copy and pasted the navbar from the Bootstrap's official website. I'm gonna close this part and I have give a background BG new. So I have done this part, and I've basically give a background new, and the color that I gave was this part. I can maybe change the color to some other color, maybe, I'm not sure, something like #185adb. That's that also looks cool, to be very honest. Yeah, it also looks cool. Yeah, I don't know, you can play with these values, play with these colors. All right, so, and also the best part is that it is mobile responsive, the very best part about it. And it looks straight over here. Maybe we can also add few things, like we can also change the rotation of the presentation controller, rotation, and I'm gonna slightly change the value of y, so that it will just move a little bit. It is supposed to be an array, not, so you guys can see this thing. And also this thing is kind of still. If we want this thing to animate, we can do that as well, but we'll do that in the next video. So now let me just quickly sum up everything. So yeah, as you guys can see, I've given a background new, and now inside that I've given a row. So those of you all do not know Bootstrap, you might have to learn about this thing, but to give you a normal overview. It basically is a container. It acts as a container. Inside that we have two columns, and this column on the left hand side we have basically one column will basically hold the HTML of it, and the other column will hold all of the values, the 3JS part. All right, so as you can see, I've added this thing, and check out our best. I've just basically check out our best and cheapest watches. So I've added this part, and it's completely responsive. This is all because of Bootstrap. That's a thing about Bootstrap. It's really cool. Anyhow, let's move forward. And in the next column, we have the canvas. So in order to put the 3JS, we need a canvas, and we need a lighting, and we need geometry. All right. So we have the lighting. I've added two lights. One is the ambient lighting, and one is the spotlight. Spotlight is this light. As you guys can see over here, whenever I change my you can see the glass of this watch. You can see the light over here. That is what is the spotlight. All right, ambient light is everything, everywhere. It's like that. So you can see the lighting over here on the watch's strap. That is what is spotlight. So I've given the position this way, and yeah, it basically will cast a shadow. And I've also created a file called watch.js, and inside that watch.js we have a group. It really is not necessary to give a group, but I've given a group. So basically we need a mesh, and inside that we need a geometry, and we need a material. Geometry, we have already downloaded it from a website, so I'm already providing that to you. If the relative this thing doesn't work, then just write hyphen and write the name of the file. It will automatically detect. All right, so after that we are telling that it should basically catch the shadows. The mesh should basically catch the shadows, and it should also receive the shadows. The geometry that we gave and the material that it has is this one. So we can add much more stuff over here. We can also add HTML. HTML. Suppose if I want to add HTML in this particular, suppose if I want to put a price tag over here, I can do that as well, which we'll do that in the next video. Don't worry about it. So we have done this part, and after this thing, let me just get back to the app.js, and over here we have wrapped this up using presentation controllers. That comes from the React 3 DREI. So using inside that we have global will give us the ability to move left and right, and inside this thing I've added a snap feature. Snap feature will basically snap back to the old position, the position that it was. All right, and the configuration for the spring that it has, configuration for the spring is this thing. Tension is this thing, and mass is 2, and tension is, it should be tension. I don't know why I made that mistake. Tension is this thing, and mass is 2, and polar is the limit on the, that means we can move the watch until here only. It's like that. And azimuth is the left and right limitation. That is what azimuth is. The rotation, we're just rotating it a little bit in this way. All right, so that is how it works. And this is the watch component, which I've already explained to you guys. And this is the contact shadows. So whenever there's a contact, like basically we have creating a shadow here, like on the lighting. We are adding a lighting on it, right? So whatever the shadows should be something like this. So yeah, basically we can use this thing, this black material over here. This is because of this part, contact shadows. All right, so that was pretty much it. We have created this part, and in the next video we'll add some animation to this watch, which will require some mathematical skills. So even if you do not have, you can use the same formula everywhere that you see. Okay, so see you guys over there. Till then, goodbye and take care.